Have you ever heard the saying, and I'm sure you have, that your crop has its biggest yield potential when the seed is still in the bag? Before you plant it, we know that whatever we have has got the greatest yield potential. And unfortunately, abiotic stresses and the stresses that we face are the largest contributor to yield loss in any growing season. Once it gets out there, your plant, your seed, whatever it is going to be exposed to the environmental stresses, the abiotic stresses that will reduce its yield potential. And these abiotic stresses can reduce your yield by up to 65%. So that's clear. We all know that that's fair enough. What can Crop Plus do, and why is it important? So abiotic stresses trigger the overproduction of reactive oxygen species within the plant. Under non-stress environments, reactive oxygen species and antioxidants are in balance within the plant. That's under normal conditions. They balance each other out, and so the antioxidants control the reactive oxygen species. When a plant is put under stress, or it's in a stressed environment like high temperature, low temperature, drought, the response is to produce reactive oxygen species. They are chemically reactive oxygens that can break down cell structure and the cell mechanism and have a negative impact on plant performance. Damage to cell walls and membranes will ultimately result in a yield reduction. Can we overcome that? Can we protect our yield potential? Yes, we can. So the important thing is stress management during the critical stages of crop development that will result in the greatest yield loss. Overcoming environmental stress during these critical stages of crop development will improve our outcomes. So the more severe the stress, the greater the potential for loss to yield. How does Crop Plus help? Crop Plus is a combination of fermentation metabolites, naturally complexed micronutrients, metabolically important plant extracts, things that the plant uses in its normal growing cycle, and natural adjuvants. The unique combination of all of this, found only in Crop Plus due to that proprietary fermentation process, allows for the production of antioxidants. The plant amino acids are natural adjuvants due to their small size and neutral charge, very similar to the polyamines, right? So small molecule, neutral charge, efficient and effective leaf penetration, uptake, and translocation within the plant. So Crop Plus is a great opportunity to improve stress tolerance. How does it do that? So the high antioxidant activity will restore the balance that was there prior to that stress event. Abiotic stress on the left leads to the overproduction of the reactive oxygen species, but antioxidants can limit that damage, and Crop Plus will increase the antioxidant activity and balance out those two factors. So on the right-hand side, we can see an illustration of Crop Plus and the increase in antioxidant activity protecting the plant from an abiotic stress. We've got our control and treated on the left, and the stress that was used here was cold, so 23 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours, the control versus the treated. On the right, the reactive oxygen species and the antioxidants indicated by the little red and blue circles are more in balance. On the left, the reactive oxygen species dominated and as a result caused damage. How does it do that? So Crop Plus works within the plant cell to restore the balance between reactive oxygen species and the antioxidants. If you look at the right-hand side, the ROS, the red circles, and the antioxidants are in balance, and therefore the cell continues to operate under normal circumstances. Under the stress environment, the reactive oxygen species are, the production of them is increased, and that results in widespread inner cell damage, including the cell membrane, the cell DNA, and many of the cell constituents are damaged by the reactive oxygen species, including Crop Plus with its high antioxidant ability will give you better plant health and reduce the negative impacts of these stress occurrences. The beauty of the antioxidant activity is that it can be measured. Add Crop Plus into that DPPH solution, and as the effectiveness of the antioxidant activity is measured, the purple changes to a yellow or clear color, and the trial indicated that Crop Plus has at least 7 times higher antioxidant activity than leading competitor products out there. What does it work on and how can I use it? Well, anytime you're going to have abiotic stress, that's the time when you want to place it and apply it into your systems. We've had proven results in peppers and onions, alfalfa and other tuber crops. The application timings are on the label to see, but it's at 8 fluid ounces per acre per application. We've got some trials running this season on a number of specialty crops in California, so we look forward to those results. Some short-term results that we have seen on peppers and on onions, a 12 and nearly a 20% increase in yield based on the treated versus untreated and stress environments. Summary again, Crop Plus is a meaningful control for crop stresses during those crucial mid-vegetative through to the reproductive stages of your crop. The stresses, the abiotic stresses that we face could be temperature, heat, weather, moisture, a number of different stresses that we face, and Crop Plus is a great tool for the management of stress.